Hi Cancers, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. Welcome back for those of you who are returning. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new here and you enjoy the reading, do consider subscribing to the channel. Just before the reading, I heard the song Heartless by Kanye West in my head, and I was actually just suddenly starting to hum that song. So I don't know, I suppose some of you are reminiscing, perhaps looking back, thinking about someone who might have broken your heart, and or there may be someone from the past approaching you now, and this is someone who has perhaps left you feeling disappointed perhaps in the past. Okay, so anyway, this is going to be a love story reading for the next 3 weeks. Okay, so for actually from whenever you come across this video, I feel like there will be messages here for you for the next 3 weeks. Okay, so keep in mind that this is a general reading and it will not resonate with every Cancer out there. So take only what resonates, leave the rest behind. If it doesn't fit your situation, do not force it, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we do have the number 49, Angel of Love. So, interesting. I feel like there is some kind of new offer coming in for my single Cancerians, and I'm single, I'm a Cancerian, so I hope this is true. But I don't know, I get the feeling like you're gonna be a little skeptical, okay? Especially because of that song that I heard. Yeah, I don't know why, what's happening, but let's see what's happening here. Then it gets that one, and that one's to come out too. At the bottom of the deck now, we have the Thinking Man. So perhaps this is an air sign who is coming in. Maybe this person, I feel, is really... There's somebody definitely who is thinking about you, okay? And it doesn't have to be a man, okay? If you're a man watching this, it could be a woman. But I feel like there is somebody who is thinking about you, and who's very cautious in approaching you is what I feel, okay? They're really thinking hard about it. They're approaching it from a logical perspective probably, and just giving it a lot of thought. And somebody has you in their thoughts, on their mind, okay? So we've got Journey. Wow, there are 2 cards here. What's happening? We've got Victory and Healer of the Ages. And we've got Broken Heart and Contract. Yeah, so this is perhaps why I was hearing that song, okay? By, yeah, this is why I was hearing that song, Heartless, by Kanye. Maybe you want to give it a go, listen to that song and pay attention to the lyrics. Maybe there are some messages there for you, okay? I get the feeling that you have actually healed, or there is a need for you to heal from something from the past, okay? Something that did actually break your heart. So let's see what's happening here. Again with the books and on this contract card, I feel like you're gonna weigh your options very, very carefully, okay? Because you've had your heart broken in the past, whoever is perhaps approaching you during this time, I feel like you're gonna be very, very careful with accepting something, okay? And you're gonna weigh the pros and cons of the situation, of this proposal probably very, very carefully, and almost keeping your emotions aside and thinking from a thinking like that air sign, like the possibly this is an air sign approaching you, but I feel like you're also going to give it a lot of thought, okay? And for Cancers, I feel like it's a little difficult to make decisions that are purely based on logic and on your mind, okay? uh, it's more about feelings and emotions that take precedence, but I feel like now you're sort of changing your perspective a bit because of certain situations in the past that have led you to feel this way. And there is some kind of commitment that you are weighing very carefully, okay? Yeah, we've got breathe at the bottom of the deck now. Again, to be fair, okay, this again with the balance, it's like a Libra card. Both of these actually speak about that, okay, using your wisdom to make decisions. Yeah, we've got time for a nap and never ending story. Most likely this is someone from the past who is approaching you, okay, someone I feel you did give your heart to, who it's taken you a while, I feel, to overcome this heartbreak and to heal from it, okay? You've been successful with healing that aspect of you, or healing the broken pieces, okay, to some extent. But there is, I feel, somebody approaching you, okay? Could be someone from afar, someone at a distance from you, is what I'm picking up on. Again, could be a Libra, could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it doesn't matter what the sign is. But I feel like in the present circumstances, you're still healing, you're recuperating from that. For others of you, whoever's approaching you now, I feel like you're weighing this very carefully because of what you've experienced in the past. It doesn't have to be someone from the past who is approaching you, even though I feel like that is the case for some of you. For others of you, this is a brand new person, but somehow you're reminded of the things that have happened in the past, and you're taking your time to process this. You're taking your time to look at the lessons that you've learned from your previous experience, and you definitely don't want to repeat them. So you're being very careful here, which is a good approach, I feel. And you're being very present, okay? You're being very in the now. So that also is the advice for you, okay? To not think about the past, to not really worry too much about the future, because that can get you in that Nine of Swords energy of anxiety, of overthinking, of creating worse scenarios in your mind, okay? So there is a need for you to heal and recuperate from what's happened in the past. But there is also a need for you to open up, okay? To open that door to potential, which is in the now, which is not in the past, which is not in the future. And I'm also hearing for some of you, the advice is to not think about, not dwell in the past, okay? Especially if you've had like difficult experiences, but to look at it from a new perspective, from the perspective of a child, okay? With a curiosity that a child holds, okay? And to be open to a new experience. If you need, take some time out, take time to process things, yes, but also remember that not every story is going to be like that which has already played out, okay? So look at things from a fresh perspective, because I feel like you're in a very strong manifesting energy. So whatever you put your mind to, whatever whatever frequency you're vibrating at, you're going to attract that to you very, very quickly, okay? So let's see what's happening here with the To Be Fair and the Journey card. What's this about? Yeah, so this, I did see this at the bottom of the deck, okay, when I was shuffling your cards. Got the Four of Cups, and I strongly feel like whatever's approaching you, or in the recent past maybe. Yeah, something came to an end, okay? Something came to a full stop, a period. And this card flew out, the Six of Pentacles. There was some kind of situation that ended because I feel like it came to a natural stop, a natural end, because somehow you were not perhaps a good match for each other, or there was someone was just giving you breadcrumbs, okay? Perhaps someone who was not really being all that giving in a relationship. And I get the feeling that the more you gave to this person, the more lackluster is what I'm hearing. The relationship became, and it came to a point where it just fizzled out, okay, on its own, and it came to an end. Either you or this other person may have put an end to it, put a stop to it, but I get the feeling that this is it just came to a natural ending, and it was inevitable is what I'm hearing, okay? So give me one more card please about this. The Six of Wands, another 6. This person, I feel, was not actually recognizing you for the efforts that you were putting in this relationship, I feel, okay? Could have been a Scorpio. For some of you, we've got all the got cups, we've got pentacles and everything besides air, so but we do have this card here. But anyway, it doesn't matter what the sign is. Yeah, I feel like there was like a lot of uncertainty and perhaps a lack of clarity in that situation, and but you overcame that, okay? We do have 2 victory cards here, which is telling me that you overcame that situation. So now, especially for like my single Cancerians, you are actually ready for something that is new, because I get the feeling that this has happened quite a while back, okay? For those of you who have ended a relationship with somebody, it's happened quite a while back. In the present, you're just still healing, you're still going after your goals, you're focusing on your own self, you're focusing on the now, which is great, okay? But I feel like you're not all that excited about something new, okay? That's what I'm getting. So what is this victory, healer, and the here and now about? Just a sec. So we had 2 cards fly out. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Now this is telling me that yeah, at the bottom of the deck again we have the Justice and the Judgment card, okay? You're looking at your life as an overall canvas is what I'm getting, okay? This to me is saying that you're not actually focused on love or that area of your life particularly. You're looking at life, you're having like a life review in a way, and you're looking at it from a very balanced perspective, okay? And I feel like you're really focused on building something for the future, for yourself. You're prospecting, you're looking at where you can go from here. And for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel that you've reached a point where you need to decide, you need to make some kind of a decision, okay? And that's precisely why you're trying to remove your emotions from the situation. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for you to make a choice, make a firm decision is what I'm getting, because water signs especially and find it quite difficult to, like I said, make decisions that require them to be very firm and very logical. So that doesn't come naturally to them, and they tend to even get swayed by their emotions, especially Cancerians, because they are, the one of the most emotional signs of the zodiac. But anyway, I feel like right now you're in this very firm, strong position where you're aware of your boundaries, you're aware of what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You're not going to tolerate any sort of nonsense, okay? And you're aware that you have the whole world in front of you. You can do whatever it is that you want. You can go wherever you want to. And you're looking at things from a very long-term perspective. You're looking for a relationship perhaps that can last the test of time, that is very balanced, okay? You're looking for someone who can be in it for the long haul with you, someone very dependable. And the Ten of Pentacles is like the complete package kind of a relationship. This is like the pinnacle of earthly grounded romance, okay? It's not just romance, it's practical. It's somebody you can have like a joint bank account with, someone you can rely on, someone you can have children with if you're into that, someone you can get married to if you're into that, okay? This is what you're looking at, this is what you want, this is what you're prospecting about, okay? So that's interesting, and I feel like you are applying the lessons that you've learned in the past in order to make firm decisions. And I'm strongly getting boundaries, okay? You don't want somebody who will cross or not respect your boundaries somehow. Yeah, you've got the Two of Swords here. I feel like you're taking your time, okay, to decide. You're not in a hurry. And yeah, speaking of taking your time, we have the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. So you're definitely not in a hurry, Cancer. It's like either I get someone I can have a firm, stable relationship with, or I just bide my time, I wait where I am. I'm pretty happy where I am, and I'm not really interested in getting into something that is, less than what I'm looking for. I'm not going to settle. So that is what I feel you're currently contemplating, okay? So let's see what this last section is about, where you're heading. I feel like this is still, in the present, but there is some kind of message I feel that is coming through. Yeah, someone is showing up. Got the King of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. What is this about? Broken heart, contract. Ah, okay. Six of Cups with the Hierophant. Could be an earth sign, okay, which is why they may be taking a lot of time to approach you. Oh, we have an air sign here as well, the King of Swords. So Aquarius, Gemini, and what is the third air sign? Yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. I strongly feel like there is an element of air here, very strongly, or maybe that's the energy that you're embodying now, okay? Trying to keep your emotions aside and trying to think more from an air sign kind of a perspective, okay? Yeah, you do have a lot of air here in your reading. The person who may be approaching you could be someone who is actually interested in reuniting with you from the past, okay? This could be someone who's an earth sign, most likely a Taurus, or it could be a Capricorn and Virgo as well. But I feel like what they're looking at, this person, whoever's approaching you, is someone who is actually looking for the long haul, someone who's interested in commitment, someone who's interested in reuniting with you. For those of you who this is someone from the past, okay, for whom this is someone. Let me see what this three of, yeah, we get another three here. They want to work with you, they want to build something with you, work on something that leads to the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Who is this person who's approaching you? What is this about? We've got the Page of Pentacles, another Pentacles energy. This definitely could be an earth sign, okay? But they are rather slow, they are being patient, and they are looking at building something. Yeah, I kind of knew this was going to come out. So, got the Eight of Cups. This is someone I feel you may have walked away from at one point of time, okay? Or they may have walked away from you, whatever the case may be. And you've got the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, I feel like in the past this person may have had some kind of like control over you, like someone who I feel you weren't able to completely break free from. They still occupy your mind, your thoughts in some way, I feel, okay, even though you've emotionally detached from this person to a large extent. From time to time I feel like they do pop up in your head, okay? This may have been someone, like I said in the beginning of the reading, who had broken your heart, okay? But I feel like they want to work things out now with you, and they will approach you with some kind of offer, okay? This is definitely someone from the past for many of you. Now let's see for those of you who don't have someone from the past approaching you. What is this about? So this is your energy, Cancer, the Queen of Cups. Is there someone new? Yeah, another Three of Swords, broken heart card here. I feel like you're definitely looking at, you know, the past for the lessons that you've learned. Threes are about growth and expansion and learning, and I feel like they're about communication as well. I feel like there's this energy of you applying the lessons from the past now and looking at your cup very closely. I feel like she's being very discerning about who she can offer this to, who she wants to offer this to, on the basis of all of this that is going on in her mind, okay? And when I say her, I mean you, Cancer. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. I feel like that's the energy that you are in, or you're going to be in, okay? Carefully considering who you can give your cup to, because you're not going to give it to just anybody, and you don't want to repeat the lessons from the past for sure, I feel. That's what you're being very careful about. You're weighing your options very, very carefully. Yeah, we've got the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Perhaps this was someone from the past who you've had to deal with. Maybe there was some friction between you and this person. So this is a separate story that wanted to come out. We've got the Hermit, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Strength card. I feel like it's taking this person courage to approach you now, Cancer, because you are in your shell. You This is someone who you may have completely ended things with, okay? But even if this is someone completely new, I feel like whilst you're getting to know them, they are aware of the fact that you have certain baggage from the past, okay, that you may still be, that is forcing you to still be kind of contemplative and not jump at the next offer that you get, okay, and you're not being too excited about what is being offered here, because there's a lot of history that you have, okay, there's a lot of lessons I feel that you have learned from the past, and that may be slightly burdening you, okay. But again, going back to the advice that I was getting initially, this I feel is definitely someone who's new for some of you. For others of you, if this is someone from the past, it's taking them a lot of effort to come in, okay, to offer you something, because they are afraid of probably being rejected as well, okay. And they may even think that it's too late. This could definitely be a fire sign coming in, okay, for some of you. For those of you who are dealing with someone from the past, that could be an earth sign. But for others of you, I feel like there's a new person coming in who is a fire sign, most probably a Leo, okay. Wow, this reading is really long, so I'm gonna end this here. Let me get one last card for like advice for you, okay, Cancer. This is very interesting though. I actually want to find out more about this, who this new person is. But the story is pretty clear here, Cancer. It is, the ball is in your court, okay, and you're taking your time to decide which is a good approach to have. You're carefully looking at things from a balanced perspective, more from a mental perspective of what you want to get into, what you don't want to get into, and you're keeping your history and probably your baggage in mind whilst making decisions as well. But you are making some big decisions even otherwise, I feel, in life, which is also kind of forcing you to put this on hold, okay, because you have other things on mind. I feel you are trying to accomplish your goals and focus on yourself, okay, for the moment. Yeah, it could also be a Virgo. We have all three earth signs here, but someone new who is a fire sign is probably approaching you, Cancer. Do something for someone, give your attention to another. I get the feeling that yeah, and at the bottom of the deck we have romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. This is the second card talking about attention here. Maybe that's what this is all about. You not paying attention to what is coming in, perhaps, because you may be focusing, like I said, on part of you is focusing on the past still, okay. So that's, I feel, the biggest advice for you. Yes, take your time to decide, okay, but don't let your past dictate your decisions for the future, okay. So that is the advice for you, Cancer. And this is a nice reading. I enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you again in another video. Do take care of yourselves, and yeah, wish you all the very best. Take care. God bless, Cancer. Bye bye.